Hey, what's good with the YouTube? It's your boy Rojo. This is the Rojo Room, man. And today what we're gonna talk about is as you can tell by the title, is this YouTube drama beef in the genre. And it's not necessarily only limited to the prison genre. However, it seems to occur quite often. I mean, I don't follow too many other channels and types of genres and stuff, where I'm all in their comments to see what's going on and trolling and beefing, but I'm sure it exists everywhere to some extent, man. But it's real prevalent in this particular genre, right? And it's very easy, man, and a lot of it is fictional. And when I say fictional, I mean that it's created through manipulation and trolls. Now, in the YouTube prison genre, there are a lot of trolls, man. There's whole groups of individuals that work together to harass, disrupt, disturb, and otherwise just generally annoy some of the individuals trying to put out content. And I don't know what the reason is. It's they're not making no money. They never get monetized. They never, there's no, I don't get the personal level of satisfaction that it brings out, man. But there's a group of like 5 or 6 dudes that's what they do for a living, and then they think it's cute and whatnot. And then you got gangster, just evil dudes that if they don't like you, you're screwed. Like Triple OG, for example. And I say Triple OG because Triple OG is the best at getting to people. He knows what buttons to push, and he knows how to create a narrative that may not necessarily be reality. And what I mean by that is the situation that took place recently with a certain individual going on a very interesting, for lack of a better word, rant, supposedly supposed to be exposing and all this and that, which, in my opinion, it turned out to be a bunch of crying and sniveling and telling and being tough to girls and, just all around. It was interesting. We'll leave it at that, man. But, whether Triple OG was involved or not, saying something to somebody, or many people, now this is the key to this episode, many people take on the persona of other people in order to attempt to disrupt, like from a third party perspective. You look up Triple OG, there's 7, 8 different Triple OG accounts. You know what I mean? It's nothing if you have a small brain and a weak mind for somebody to get at you attempting to be somebody else who they're not and convince you into certain things that, you might already be feeling for whatever reason. Like, if you feel like somebody don't like you, or, you feel, like you're brokenhearted, your achy breaky heart and whatnot. And if somebody is smarter than you by a landslide and sees those weaknesses and the gullibility in you, they're going to exploit that, bro. And that's just like anything in real life. Hustlers, predators, gangsters, everybody's trying to exploit in some form or fashion for whatever gain. Now, whether or not the real Triple OG's involved, or whether it was a whole fictitious person pretending to represent Triple OG when it's really somebody else from, all these guys that pretend like they're Big Chivo that aren't really even Big Chivo. Furthermore, I address Big Chivo a lot, but I'm addressing the individual that's perpetrating using that individual's name. It's all a game, and some people fall for it, some don't. Myself, I don't fall for it. One, because I don't give a shit what anybody says about me. And for two, I've been around a while. You're not gonna get under my skin. You're not gonna make me get paranoid like fucking I'm on drugs. You're not gonna make me think that my failures or successes are the result of somebody else. Oh, my channel's failing because of you. Come on, man. You get out of things what you put into them. You know what I'm saying? So that whole bunch of fuckery, that was what it was fuckery, was the result of someone being manipulated. Now, I talk to Gunner every day, multiple times. It's my boy. Nothing was ever spoken about, the individual in question here, because we don't care. Gunner doesn't care. I don't care. All the extra, I just wanted to love you. We're not with all that stuff. You know what I mean? So, all these accusations that were made, it was something somebody was feeding them. It's real simple to have two phones and send messages to yourself and screenshot them and put somebody's name as the other contact in the phone and send them to you. Be like, look, this is what he said, and this is that, and that, and this. And it takes a real, I don't want to I don't want to get too hard into the capping, but man, people get worked. He was straight victimized, and then it caused him to get out of character, and now he looks absolutely ridiculous. And it's happened a few times. You know what I mean? It's happened. And whether or not it was Triple OG, I don't really care. It has nothing to do with me. I wasn't involved. I could care less. Me and the real Triple OG, we're on good terms. And whatever he does with somebody else, he's a grown man, and that's between him and him. But you guys just got to be careful, man. Content creators out there, this is kind of like a YouTube lesson, especially in this genre. There's going to be a lot of he said, she said, well, he said this and he said that. And speaking for myself, those that know me, those that follow me, I'm closing in on 2 years. In December, it'll be 2 years I've been doing this. And there's no time that anybody will ever say that I've got anybody foul, disrespected anybody, talked about anybody's family, talked about their mom, whatever the case might be, unless, of course, I'm responding directly to an individual who initiated some sort of conflict. So there wouldn't be like, if 50 people got at me in my DMs right now and said, oh, Flacco said this, Flacco said that, Boxer said this, Rascal said that, Gunner, Bean, Mr. Dubs, whoever. I don't give a fuck about none of that, man. You're not going to work me, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to analyze. I'm going to see what you got as far as proof. I'm going to talk directly to the source and make my own decisions. I'm not going to go based on a statement from somebody I've never even met in real life who's just waiting to play me out of pocket. And if you figure, L's been the target of a lot of scrutiny and things of that nature with this channel and, the real Triple OG, maybe some fake Triple OGs just tearing him apart. When that scared the shit out of me. When that individual pretends like they're now cool with you and offers some other kind of information, whether it be a real version of that individual or an imposter, you're going to be wanting to hear that. Oh, okay, we're cool now. Oh, you apologize because, Gunner told you to do that? Yeah, fuck Gunner. I just wanted to love him and, his 11 inches and, whatever the case might be, man. So you guys gotta be careful and not fall for the okie doke, man. It's mental warfare, manipulation. And, I'm used to the stuff, man. I've been going through it my whole life. I pay attention. I dissect, I analyze. And the main reason I won't never start no beef, and I rarely get into any, is because I just don't give a fuck what you got to say. You can say whatever you want about me, man. I don't care. Like, I'm not insecure. I'm not tripping. Your opinion, you're entitled to it. You can say what you want. I'm going to talk about your mom. I'm going to talk about her back door, and I'm going to block you. As simple as that. I don't lose no sleep or nothing. But at no time am I going to allow anybody to manipulate me into a beef that doesn't exist. So just keep that in mind when you're hearing, you got a channel, or even you just regular subscribers in the comments, man. Hey, did you see what such and such said about your comment? Man, fuck what such and such said. I don't give a shit. As simple as that, man. But just don't be manipulated, man. There's a lot of people out there. There's a crew of them. They go by all these names, and I don't even know if it's the real person, but the people that pretend to be Big Chivo. There's the Blind Melon Jellos. There's the I like things in my bum, fucking whoever. You know what I'm saying? Those guys, for whatever reason, it brings them big joy, and makes them semi-erect or whatever to cause discord. And when you fall for it, they love it. They won, bro. And you might find yourself going on a 2-hour rant that has you looking like a weirdo. That's just a straight weirdo, bro. So don't fall victim to that. That's the message I wanted to convey. Don't fall for the okey doke, man. You got to be smarter than that. Use your common sense and don't be manipulated. If it's that easy to manipulate you, man, it's going to be a long road till you get to your destination, wherever that might be. Anyway, this is your boy Rojo. This is the Rojo Room. Use your noodle. Gone.